The topic of today's podcast episode is money and your money consciousness. Hello and welcome to the Successful, Sensitive and Intuitive Entrepreneur podcast. My name is Lydia Sophia Wilmsen and I am an intuitive success mentor for sensitive entrepreneurs. In this podcast, I speak about the challenges sensitive and intuitive entrepreneurs face. I offer you new perspectives and solutions, as well as experiences of other entrepreneurs. Plus, I speak about my personal experience of being a highly sensitive person who has successfully built and scaled 2 businesses. All of that with the goal to make you and your business even more successful in your very unique and authentic way. Have fun and enjoy. And don't we just all love that topic, or most of us not? And don't we, like all of us, have struggled with that topic? And many out there keep on struggling with it. And that's why I really wanted to make this podcast episode today, because it's such a big topic for people. And it keeps on being that. Most of businesses go out of business in the first 1 to 5 years. And many people, especially spiritual entrepreneurs, have this belief and this deeply grounded belief inside that money is bad and they don't really like selling and they don't really like to make a lot of money. You know, they have to make money because it's a business, but actually they just want to bring their worth and their value into the world and their message and be good to other people and create something amazing which helps other people, which is all great, you know. However, being in business is not a hobby and it's not a fairy tale neither. And it's also not a charity. So money is a fundamental part of your business. Creating money, making money, and keeping money is extremely important if you really want to have a successful business. And I mean succeeding for more than 5 years and making more money than you spend. There are a lot of huge businesses out there which have millions of revenue. However, they still have dark red numbers. So I don't want you to end up there. I want you to create a successful business next level. Bring in millions, bring in billions, whatever. And that means not still create red numbers and spend more than you're bringing in. And today I really want to bring a shift in consciousness for you. Because I have most definitely been there, like in full-on money struggle, close to insolvency, and all of my clients have been through the struggle. Creating money, not creating enough money, then having their expenses grow with the income they make, and then falling back, and again being at the same moment in time, basically, or in the same situation where they struggle with money, even if they bring in 6 figures or 7 figures. So that topic never ends, that issue never ends if you don't address it. And yeah, as I said, it's not important on which level. It is always and forever what you make, and not what you make, but what you keep. It is not what you make, but what you keep. And as most of my sensitive entrepreneurial clients have a rather spiritual worldview, we really need to start there. And there are many sensitive spiritual entrepreneurs out there, you know, and it even means that you might not only be gifted in the area of the 5 senses, you might even have clairvoyant, clairsentient, claircognizant abilities. And even though I don't want to go deeper into that topic, it's something different, you're obviously acquainted with the spiritual realm. So you're probably, have a connection with spirituality. And many spiritual entrepreneurs, they struggle with this feeling bad about money. They struggle with feeling good about money. And basically the materialistic side of life. They feel bad about taking money for their work, as being spiritual means for them doing things for free and out of a good heart. And we are also again at the topic of people pleasing. We are back there because many of them have this question in their mind: what will others think of me if I take XYZ for my new offer, if I increase my prices, if I take money, if I really have my first 20K offer or my 50K offer? Like, what do people think about that? like they will think I'm greedy. They will think I'm not spiritual. I'm just about making money and rip people off and stuff like that. So those are the stories going on in the minds of entrepreneurs, and especially in the minds of spiritual entrepreneurs. And I really want to shift your consciousness today. I really want you to become aware of that pattern in your life and understand that it happens in your mind. It's not something out there. It happens in your mind, and you need to start the shift from there. So I have a fundamental mindset shift for you, as well as some journaling prompts that you can do to, first learn about the shift you have to make, and then actually bring it into your life and make it a new reality for yourself. Okay, so first thing is, it is your decision. So it's your choice from what level of consciousness you operate. It's your job to create awareness around that. So obviously you can keep on hating money. You can keep on offering your services for free, and you can keep on struggling going to the next level in business. However, you have to understand that your limiting thoughts, your limiting beliefs and feelings about money and making money are not serving anyone, neither you nor others. If you give out your stuff for free, you're not helping people. Of course, you can give out stuff for free, but if you give out all your services, your offers, your products out for free, you're not helping, you're not serving, because people want to embrace you. People want to give back. And you take this from them. And you're also not making yourself happy. You're not serving yourself, because you will struggle with your life. You don't have money to take care of yourself, and your energy will go down if you can't take a proper care of yourself. And you can't operate on your highest level from a depleted state. And lack of funds is hugely energy depleting. It is. So you have to take care of your own money issues in your life in order to operate from your highest level. So not bringing in money and hating money and seeing money as evil. You can keep on doing that. It is an illusion, whatever, you can choose that. Yeah, of course. However, you have to understand you're not serving you, and you're not serving your clients and your customers. That's a big shift where you have to make the decision to shift into a new version of yourself and into a new perspective on how you look at money and the materialistic side of life. And instead, you can choose to thrive in business and bring your value, your message, your amazing expertise, your products to thousands and thousands of people. It's the choice you have to make between keeping your message, keeping your voice from people, or bringing it to even more people. If you have a business, obviously. So meaning you're like, what does this hate of money, or this fear of money, and this, money is evil and I don't like it and I'm not spiritual if I take money and so on, what does it mean? It means you're externalizing your fears and your inner beliefs, and you're projecting them onto money. Money just is, money is neither good or bad. It just is. And it is what you do with it that counts. Money is a magnifying glass. I have this phrase from John Gray in his book, let me think, How to Get What You Want and Want What You Get. I highly recommend that book to you, by the way. There are some super fundamental new perspectives on life for you in there. And I put the link into the show notes so you can check it out there. And John Gray brought this phrase to me of money is a magnifying glass. So money magnifies what is in you. Money doesn't make you a bad person, and money doesn't make you a good person. It magnifies what you have freaking in you. So don't hate money. Do the inner work instead and shine light on your shadows and fears. Of course, there are people who think like, oh my goodness, I'm going to become a bad person if I become rich and wealthy. Yeah, that's a fear you have to address. And you have to check in yourself, where is this fear coming from? Like, why would I become a bad person? What traits of my personality would show up if I was like extremely rich? It's not the money doing that to you, It is already in you, and you do the inner work and get rid of that shadow, get rid of those fears, and then money will will magnify the positive aspects of your personality. So of course, there are amazing, horrible people out there who make a lot of money, but it's not the money which makes them evil. It is what they are not addressing in themselves, and they are projecting outwards. So this inner work needs to be done by you to lovingly create huge amounts of money in your business and out of love and light, to not fall into that trap of like, oh my goodness. And all your fears obviously become magnified with you making money as well. And whatever you think is happening, of course, that becomes more. Your light and your shadow becomes magnified through money. And whatever you're thinking about life, and if you have relationship issues, yes, they will become magnified with money. So actually, it's also a huge, wonderful tool for personal growth, because you will see what is not working anymore, and you can do the inner work. You can do the proper work around it. So money is actually, it's just amazing because it magnifies what needs to be done in your life, and it magnifies what is already amazing and bringing that to people. So I had a client once asking me like, oh my goodness, do I first need to do the work in order to not project my bad sides into the world? So I first have to, for example, a year, like work on myself and then I can make money. No. You make lots of money right now because it shows you where still work is to be done, So you don't postpone that. No, you do it now, and on the way you become aware of your shadows and work on them. It's a beautiful, beautiful tool. And in the way you also create lots of amazingness because you also magnify the positive aspects in you and the beautiful things in you, your message, your vision, your mission, your ability to help. You can help one person, you can help 1,000 people. If you have help in your business, you have people who set up automation in your business, and you can reach more people. But for that, you need the funds. You need to create the money to do that. Energy becomes matter. Money is a form of materialized energy. And money is deeply spiritual, depending on the level of consciousness it comes from and how it is used. You chose to incarnate, if you believe in that, in a time and place where money is the means of exchange. And work with it from your level of higher consciousness, and all is good, nothing to worry about. You choose if you create from your shadow and fear-based consciousness, if you create matter from that consciousness, or if you create from your light consciousness. And depending on that, you create your circumstances. It's as easy as that. It is really as easy a mindset shift as that. You just decide if you want to be on the dark side or the bright side, or the dark side or the light side. You decide if you want to keep on creating from shadow or from light. And it's your decision. And with that shifts so much, with you understanding that money is not the problem, but you are. And you're not a problem because you can work on that, and you can create shifts in an instant. You don't need to do work for the next 2 years. I have obviously done work for the past 15 years. However, I have so many shortcuts now I teach you when we work together. It does not need to take a lot of time at all. And this is one of the fundamental shifts. You can keep on staying in your shadow and fear of money being evil, and your business won't thrive. You will create lots of money, yes, but it will be gone in an instant, because this needs to shift. This consciousness you operate from needs to shift. So now the question is, how do you do the inner work? And there will be many more episodes on that. And I just want to start with some journaling prompts today for you. And I will put them into the show notes so you can read them there and journal out, or just think about it. I always recommend journaling because it slows you down. If you just think about it, you keep on, like your thoughts wander off into wherever. And if you really sit down and journal out stuff, you access a different level of your awareness of your mind, because you slow down, and also your hand takes on the work, basically. It's not only thinking about it, it's like something is taking you over in a positive way. So really practice journaling and see what you're writing out. So do the inner work. It's your projections which make money a bad thing. And that means you know what to work on yourself. So what are some of the journaling questions I have for you? What relationships in your life are benefiting from you not getting what you want in business? Who stands to win from you not fully thriving with the amounts of money you want to make and keep in your business? So this is the question, who benefits from you staying where you are? Another one is, if you were fully powerful, thriving, fully wealthy, bringing in tons and tons of money, being totally adored, loved, and fully self-worthy, who would be bothered by that? Who would have an issue with that? And another question is, what do you stand to lose? As I said, I'll put those questions into the show notes and then start out journaling on them. Why did I give you those questions? Because we often think there are only good sides for us to go to the next level. If we don't address those issues, we think, it's actually amazing if we make a lot of money, And you're totally oblivious to those inner beliefs and thoughts and projections you have running, which keep you on an unconscious level not making that money. Because yes, on a logical level, it's amazing to make lots of money. But on an unconscious level, with all your limiting beliefs, it is not. And this is keeping you where you are. However, so if you're not there yet, if you're not making that kind of money, there is a win for you with the status quo, at least in your mind. And you need to become aware of it, If you're not having that life you are wanting, you're desiring, there is a reason, there is something keeping you from it. There is either so much to lose for you, if you were on that next level, or you are basically, guarding someone or some situations in your life, which seemingly, is better for you instead of making that money. So there is a win for you right now that you're still there, and you need to become aware of it and let go of those connections, internal projections and connections, and also bonds you have formed with people. You don't have to let go of the people, but you have to let go of those bonds and projections you had with those people. It might be, for example, if you became that next level successful version of yourself, it might be that your friends wouldn't want that. Because you'd be a mirror to them, to what they have not accomplished. You would be a mirror to them. Look, you can have an amazing life. You don't have to keep on complaining and doing stuff you don't like. It can be different. I am an example for that. So it might be that your friend, or at least your projection on your friends, is that they wouldn't like it. And they would keep you down or take you down again. And you'd rather stay small. You'd rather stay where you are right now in order to keep the good atmosphere, the good feelings with your friends. It might be your partner. You think that he'd leave you or she as you are making more money, like the other person is. It might be that you have this fear of when you go bigger, this person won't stay on your side. And you have to check on that. Is it a projection, or is there something in the relationship which needs to be addressed? It might be your audience. Like, how can you show up boldly? Wouldn't people want to leave you or not like that anymore? And that also means to upgrade your audience. And not only upgrade your audience, but upgrade the beliefs you have in your audience, that they are celebrating when you go to the next level. But those are the fears, the seemingly wins, that you stay with your current audience, with your current tribe right now. And you don't jump into the not knowing who is on the next level, basically. And it might be parents who told you to stay in your class and not betray your ancestors. And that really, really happens with lots of my clients. Like, don't betray your heritage. This is such a big one, especially for those clients, and many of them are from the working class, People have fought with their lives to create something for them. How dare you now go into the rich class, into the upper class, wanting to make a lot of money? How dare you? And those are things which are passed down unconsciously. It does not mean that your parents told you that. It might be yes, and it might be that it's basically a collective thought running around and you need to become aware of it and address it. And really say, I let go of that bond. I let go of that responsibility to stay in my class. I know I can serve the world better if I keep on growing. And it might be, for example, that a person you've lost keeps you where you are because you don't want to outshine their memories, Perhaps it was a person and this person also had a successful business or whatever, and you don't want to go above that because you don't want to, or you think you don't want to limit their memory or how you have them in your memory. So there are many, 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 many things you can address and look at. Who is benefiting from you staying where you are? And what do you not have to give up in order to go to the next level? Showing up boldly, being in your power, having many people pointing at you perhaps. Yes, you will become vulnerable if you go to the next level, on a different level. So please take some time, at least half an hour, and journal out. Journal out who is benefiting from you staying where you are. And then do a ritual or let go of those bonds in whatever way suits you. Usually the awareness is the first most important step which has to happen. And it becomes very quickly visible that it is an illusion. You can't even make your parents happy. It's not possible. They can only make themselves happy. You staying where you are doesn't help anyone, neither your parents nor yourself, or with friends. How amazing would it be if you became your next level and stepped into a wealthy version of yourself and showed them what is possible? And you will see who your true friends are, You will see who comes with you, who will stay on your side and who not. Very much like getting out of shadow and into light, it will open up many things. Yes, for sure. Are you ready for that? That's the big question. Okay, my lovely one. Now you have got some work to do. Enjoy shifting your money consciousness and the aha moments when you do the inner work. That's it for today. And if you like this podcast episode, I would be super grateful if you gave me a 5-star rating and a review on iTunes. And please subscribe to the podcast and share it with people who you know can benefit from it. You can find all the links to my social media profiles, my website and contact form, and obviously the journaling questions and also the book recommendation in the show notes. And whenever you're ready to get really turned on and fired up by life again, plus step into the next level of business growth, apply for a free discovery call with me and I'll get back to you in the coming days. Thank you for listening and until the next episode. Much love, Lydia.